You probably don't realize this, but a woman can learn a lot about you from just one hug. Seriously, one moment, one pull, a few seconds of physical contact. And here's what most guys never figure out. During that hug, she's quietly deciding things like, do I feel safe with him? Can I trust him? Is there something about him I'm attracted to or not? Yeah, all of that without a single word being spoken. Today, I'm breaking down 4 powerful psychological triggers that happen in a hug, triggers that can instantly shift how she feels about you, even if she doesn't show it on the surface. Because let's be real, women will always act like, oh, it was just a hug. But it's never just a hug. Think about it this way. Every hug is like a silent conversation. No talking, just energy, presence, and subtle signals being exchanged. In those 3 to 5 seconds, she's picking up on everything. Your confidence, your comfort level, your vibe, your intention. And most guys, they completely waste this moment. They go in stiff, awkward, disconnected, or they overcompensate. Too tight, too clingy, too needy. And both extremes send the exact same message. I'm not comfortable in my own skin. But when you understand what's actually going on in her mind, when you know how to communicate the right signals without saying a word, that's when everything changes. So let's start with the first trigger. Number 1, the anchor touch. This is the one that instantly lowers her guard. Most guys hug like they're saying hello to a colleague. Quick, polite, forgettable. In and out. But if you want her to feel something, you need to be intentional. When you bring her in, place one hand, just one, firmly on the center of her upper back. Right between the shoulder blades. Not too low. Not hesitant. Not weak. Right there. Why? Because that spot is incredibly important. It's where she carries stress, tension, the weight of her day. And when your hand lands there with calm, grounded pressure, something shifts. Her body reads it as, I'm safe here. I can relax. He's steady. It's subtle but powerful. There's actually a deeper reason this works. On an instinctive level, women are wired to respond to signals of protection and stability. That specific area of her back taps directly into that feeling. It's the same reason she naturally feels more at ease walking beside or slightly behind a man she trusts. The same reason being held in a certain way helps her relax without even thinking about it. When you get this right, she won't sit there analyzing it. She'll just feel it. And later, she might think something like, why do his hugs feel different? Why do I feel so comfortable around him? She won't always have the words, but she'll feel the pull. And that's where it starts. Most guys completely underestimate how much impact a confident, well-placed touch can have. It seems small, almost too simple. But when you start combining these details, especially with what I'm about to show you in a minute, that's when things really shift. That's when her body starts responding on a deeper level. Even her breathing changes. Now let's move to the second trigger. Number 2, the half-second hold. This is where she starts feeling your intent. Not neediness, not desperation, just certainty. Think about the average hug for a second. Quick out, done. It's automatic, almost like a social obligation. But when you hold her just a fraction longer than expected, literally half a second, something changes. Suddenly, it's not just a polite gesture anymore. Now it feels intentional. There's a big difference between, I'm hugging you because that's what people do, and I'm holding you because I actually enjoy this moment. And trust me, she feels that difference instantly. That tiny pause creates what psychologists call an emotional imprint. Her body registers it and remembers it. Here's how it usually plays out in her mind. First, oh, he's still holding me. Then, wait, does he like this? Then comes that subtle shift. Warmth, curiosity, a little spark. And no, this isn't about trapping her in a hug or making things awkward. It's about showing that you're comfortable being close, that you're not rushing away from intimacy. A lot of men pull back too quickly because they're nervous. They're overthinking, worried about doing the wrong thing. So they rush it, and that nervous energy, she picks up on it immediately, and it quietly kills attraction. But when you stay grounded, when you hold that moment just a little longer with confidence, you're communicating something powerful without saying a word. I'm comfortable here, and I'm not afraid of it. That kind of energy sticks with her. Now, timing the release? That's where most guys mess up, but we'll get to that later. Let's go deeper. Number 3, the slow exhale. This one is subtle but incredibly powerful. While you're hugging her, take a slow, calm breath out. That's it. Sounds simple, right? But here's what's really happening. Women are extremely sensitive to energy. They can feel when you're tense, when you're overthinking, when your body is stiff, even if you try to hide it. But when your breathing is slow and steady, your whole presence shifts, and she feels it. Your calm exhale actually signals her body to relax. Her nervous system responds to yours. So instead of tension, she feels ease. Instead of uncertainty, she feels grounded. It's like your body is silently telling hers, "You're good here. You can relax." And that creates a completely different experience. This is what people mean when they say, "He just has a calming presence," or "I feel peaceful around him." That feeling doesn't come from what you say. It comes from how you are. Your breathing, your stillness, your presence. When you're centered, she starts to mirror that. And here's the key. When a woman feels relaxed with you, she opens up faster. Relaxation builds trust. Trust builds connection. And connection is what turns into attraction. Now, the next one? This is the one almost no one talks about. Number 4, the cheek graze. It's subtle, almost invisible, but incredibly effective. As you hug her, slightly turn your head so your cheek gently brushes against hers. Not forced, not exaggerated, just a light natural contact. What this does is shift the moment from casual to slightly intimate, because touch around the face, that's personal. We don't allow just anyone into that space. So when it happens naturally, her brain registers it as closeness, as connection. And here's where it gets interesting. That tiny moment lingers. Later, she might catch herself thinking, "Wait, did he do that on purpose? Why did that feel different?" And without realizing it, her mind starts to explore that feeling. It creates curiosity. And curiosity, that's where attraction begins to grow. She starts becoming more aware of you, your presence, your proximity, even the small details she didn't notice before. That's the power of subtlety. You're not forcing anything. You're not trying too hard. You're simply creating a moment that stays with her. Now here's where it all comes together. When you combine all 4 of these elements into one hug, you become unforgettable. Not because you tried too hard, but because you made her feel something real. Let's put it all together. You go in with calm confidence. No hesitation. As you bring her in, your hand lands firmly on her upper back, that anchor point. You hold her there just a moment longer than expected. Then, while you're in that space, you take a slow, relaxed breath out. And as the hug naturally comes to an end, your cheek lightly brushes hers. Soft, effortless, unforced. What you've just created is a powerful mix of emotions. Safety, warmth, curiosity, connection. You didn't force attraction, you activated it. Let's run through it one more time, step by step, so you can actually use this. First, initiate the hug with intention. Don't hover. Don't overthink. Just move in like it's natural for you. Second, as you pull her close, place your hand on the center of her upper back. That's your anchor. Third, stay there for a moment. Don't rush out. Let the hug breathe. If you need to, just count quietly in your head. Stay present. Fourth, while you're holding her, take a slow, calm exhale. Let your body relax. Fifth, as you begin to pull away, slightly turn your head so your cheek gently brushes hers. Nothing dramatic. It should feel smooth, almost accidental. And finally, release slowly. No sudden movements. No awkward breakaway. Just a clean, controlled finish. Now here's what happens next. She steps back, and something feels different. She might not say it, but she feels it. There's warmth, a little curiosity, a subtle awareness of you that wasn't there before. That's the difference. Because most guys hug, and it's instantly forgotten. But a man who knows how to connect in a moment like that, he stays on her mind. Not because he chased, but because he created an experience, and that's what women respond to. It shows her you're not awkward, not unsure, not trying to impress. You're grounded, you're present, you're comfortable being close. And that kind of energy, it stands out. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because we're just getting started. There's a lot more beneath the surface when it comes to attraction, and most people never even scratch it. Check out the other videos on the channel if you want to go deeper into psychology, connection, and real masculine presence. And trust me, if this opened your eyes a little, the next one is going to change the way you see everything.